It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Murray now on first down.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, it's Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll look to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And that will be incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Murray. The left side caught by Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
On the play. First down, Buffalo.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 34.
12-yard line. A gain of 34 yards. And the Bills' first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
The score, Bills 7, Ravens nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Murray's pass.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 35-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Raven.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Bills.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Baltimore.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bills 17, Ravens 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. picked up by Keanu Neal. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Murray's pass.
That's good for 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
For the
and he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd down, Jackson. Going for it all. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They
really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And some room to work. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray over the middle. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Murray.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Murray to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bills, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.